Hey, so I thought I'd make a short video asking for you to do some prep work. I'm gonna do a lot of series of videos on general math. People been requesting it, so let's start out with first memorizing this. Go from 1 to 112. Just start memorizing that. And these are just two different formats. In other words, when you see 1/4, you should automatically think in your mind the other format, which is the decimal format, 0.25. You should just pop in your mind. When you see 1/2, you should also think of zero point 0.5, or zero point 0.5, you should think of 1/2. These need to be in your mind. These are called, by the way, proper fractions, because the top is smaller than the bottom. That is, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. This is called the denominator. This is called the numerator at the top. And you should also memorize all of these, at least the first 11. It just should be in your mind what the prime numbers are. And the reason for these are when you go to reduce fractions to their lowest common denominator. Just reduce fractions, not common denominator. What else can I say? When you have something like, and you're just adding, you have something like 91 and 19, and you're just adding, you eventually get to the point where you have something where you have to carry over, like 9 and 1 is 10, so you carry the 1. Soon as you use this 1, you should get a habit of marking it off. It's not so bad when you're using addition, because it doesn't tend to have the problem that I'm getting ready to show you. And then 9 and 1 is 10, and that's 11. So this is 110. But when you're multiplying and you have something like, let's say 25 and 12, and you're multiplying, you have a little more of a problem, or you can make a mistake when you're trying to do things real quick. 2 times 5 is 10, so you're just carrying a 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. As soon as you do that, you should mark off this 1, and then 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And now you're going to the next number, because you multiply 1 times 5 and 2. So you have to put a placeholder here because you're in the second column. That's why you have to do this. So 1 times 5 is 5. And 1 times 2 is 2. Now, if you didn't mark off this 1, some people might say 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1, and then you would get the error. Now that it's marked off, you know not to use that 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. And of course, you're going to add now, and you're going to get 300. Right? So just remember this. Mark off whatever you carry, so you know to put the next number at the above that, because you've used this already, and it'll keep you from running into error. I think that's enough for right now. Just start memorizing these first 11 prime numbers and memorize the conversion between a proper fraction and a decimal. Just get these in your mind. Oh, the bar over this means that the 6 continues. Whenever you see a bar over a number, that means it continues forever. In other words, this will be 0.3333333 forever. And this is 1666666. It will never stop. And I put the squiggly lines here because this is just an approximation. In other words, this was 0.142, and there was a 9 after that, so I rounded it up to 3. Rounding is important. So this is just an approximation. And again, bar over a number means that number continues. So this is 0.11111. And the same thing here. Bar over these two means 0 and 9 continue forever. Or in this case, this 3 continues forever.